Hey everybody, welcome to another 10-minute Marvel video. This one I want to touch on why Agatha is going down the road. Because I think there's been kind of an argument or a reason to suggest that it might be one thing or it might be another. And I think there are two different possibilities to look at. I lean one direction, so I want to talk about the two different options and then explain why I lean one way. The first option is that she wants to go down the witch's road to get Nicholas Scratch back. She wants to get her son back. We see how impactful it is when she realizes that the spirit of her son is contacting her and them through the Ouija board in episode 5. And that kind of breaks her out of the trance, the mindset of steal all of Alice's powers. Now, it's too late. She's already killed Alice at this point. But clearly she has this strong connection, this missing piece that I think will get explained further in the next episode or two. I'll be doing a video on what I expect coming up now because things have changed a lot. But I think that possibility exists that she wants to bring back Nicholas, and that's why she is walking the road. The other possibility is simpler. She wants power. We've seen it in WandaVision. We've already seen it here multiple times in Agatha all along. In episode 2, she tries to goad them all into blasting her with power. In this one, when Alice saves her from possession by her mom, not Alice's mom, Agatha's mom, Agatha just instinctively grabs onto that power and absorbs it. And so I think that, her wanting power is a real thing. And I suspect that she even gave up Nicholas, however planned that was, to gain power in terms of the Darkhold. At least that's the implications and kind of the story that we've been given thus far. So, now, if she's... which is she more likely after? Nicholas or power? Or maybe a cross of both? But I think it is just one of them. I think she wants power. She wants power because, that is really who her character has been to this point. She is seeking more and more power. However, I think she is seeking that power to bring Nicholas back, to try and rescue Nicholas's soul. Because, again, there's been so many hints to Nicholas Scratch. There's the bunny, Senior Scratch. There's that room in the house, at least in the Hex view, where it was all Nicholas's stuff. There's been other imagery, like bunny imagery, throughout the actual house in Westview that kind of leads you to be like, okay, is Nicholas' soul maybe in the bunny? Or somewhere like that. Like that's the conduit that Nicholas can use. And maybe that's even kind of the deal she made the first time around. If she did walk the witch's road the first time, maybe she was seeking that power to be able to save his soul. And she saved it, but not in the way she expected, that she thought. Because her desires are still selfish. She wants more power. If we're going with power. Or she wants Nicholas back, not because because she loves him, but also because then she wins. She beats the system. She sacrifices Nicholas, but then gets Nicholas back. So there's no real cost to her besides going down the witch's road. And like she says, who left Did anybody leave the Witch's Road with her? She puts up one finger. Could that mean that somebody did? It's possible. It's possible that Rio left the Witch's Road with her. If that was somebody before. Or maybe another witch. But I think it could also just mean that she was the only one who left the road. Out of everybody she went down there with, she eventually stole all of their powers, betrayed them all, and still finished the walk down the Witch's Road herself. Just her own coven of one. And there's this insatiable hunger in here. I wonder in this, and I'm going to do a separate video on what I expect in the next few episodes, or at least some questions I have about the rest of Agatha all along, where things go after this first episode. But I wonder a little bit, or fifth episode I should say, if, how to put this, I'm wondering a little bit, I also just lost it. Oh my goodness, the thought I had just disappeared on me. But check out the video that will be coming out as well today on like what may be going forward here. Oh, I was going to say, I wonder if we get some of Agatha's history coming up here. And I'll explain how I think they might be doing that coming up in the next few episodes. Most likely something that has not been in any trailer, but I think that we could find out more about the history with Rio, about Nicholas Scratch, things like that, as certain characters Agatha has time to meditate. Because I do think there was a very specific reason why the Protection Witch was the one who got drained of her powers. Because now that Agatha is stuck in the tar, the mud, off the Witch's Road, I think she can protect herself. I think using her newly gained abilities, she is going to protect herself and be able to claw her way free. Or maybe Rio's going to come along. Because I did find it interesting that as everybody else left the house, and this is just a little bit of bonus material here, Rio didn't leave. She stayed there with the body because, as she said before, Agatha will get the powers, she gets the bodies. So, Rio, death confirmed? Who knows? But I look forward to finding out. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that Agatha is going down the Witch's Road to get Nicholas Scratch back, to gain her powers back, or does she have some other reason, some other thing that she wants to find at the end of the road? Let me know that down in the comment section below. And if you enjoy this content, check out the other videos that I'm putting out on Agatha All Along Episode 5, as well as the previous ones. And if you want to hear our full conversation on Agatha All Along Episode 5, you can do that on the 10-Minute Marvel podcast. That comes out every Tuesday. So this upcoming week's will be on Episode 5. You can find it here on YouTube. Click onto the channel, subscribe, and then the podcast tab. Or you can subscribe to the podcast and find it wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. But with that, see you next time.